Have you ever tried to sleep and your brain just refused? Not because something went wrong, but because your mind won't stop replaying, analyzing, predicting. You go over one conversation 10 different ways. You imagine problems that haven't even happened yet. And the strange part? The same mind that makes you thoughtful, self-aware, and emotionally intelligent is the exact thing that's quietly exhausting you. There's something deeply misunderstood about people who think too much. From the outside, it looks like anxiety, or overreacting, or even weakness. But psychology tells a very different story. There's a term for this pattern: maladaptive rumination. It's when your mind keeps looping back to the same thoughts, especially about the past, uncertainty, or social situations. But here's what most people get wrong. Overthinkers aren't thinking too much because they're broken. They're doing it because their brain is incredibly good at one thing: pattern recognition. It's constantly scanning, analyzing, trying to make sense of everything. The problem isn't that their brain doesn't work well, it's that it doesn't know when to stop. Neurologically, this involves the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for planning, decision-making, and self-reflection. In people who overthink, this area stays active, even during rest. At the same time, the brain's default mode network keeps generating internal thoughts. So instead of switching off, your mind keeps running, replaying conversations, rewriting outcomes, preparing for things that may never happen. It's like having a brain that's always on duty. If this already sounds like you, take a second and like the video. It helps more people who feel this way find it. But this pattern usually doesn't start in adulthood. It often begins much earlier, in childhood, especially in environments that felt unpredictable. If you grew up around sudden mood changes or where mistakes had heavy consequences, your brain adapted. It learned, stay alert, think ahead, prepare for everything. Because if you can predict what's coming, maybe you can avoid getting hurt. So overthinking, in many cases, isn't a flaw, it's a survival strategy. A very intelligent mind trying to protect you. Now, here's where it gets more complex. Not all overthinking is the same. Psychologists describe two main types. The first is reflective thinking. This is the healthy side, where you analyze your thoughts, understand your emotions, and grow. This is linked to self-awareness and emotional intelligence. But then there's the second type, brooding rumination. This is where the mind gets stuck. You keep thinking, but you're not moving forward. You're just looping. And the dangerous part, it feels productive. Comment loop if you've ever caught yourself stuck in this cycle without realizing it. This is what psychologists call the illusion of progress. Your brain feels like it's solving something, but it's actually just going in circles. And here's why that happens. Every time you analyze a problem, even in your head, your brain releases a small amount of dopamine. So you're not just thinking, you're being rewarded for thinking, even if it's not helping you. That's why just stop thinking about it doesn't work, because your brain has already learned to depend on the process. Now here's something most people don't expect. Research shows that people who overthink often score higher in cognitive empathy, meaning they're better at understanding how others feel. They notice subtle changes in tone. They pick up on things most people miss. They are deeply aware, deeply perceptive. But that awareness comes with a cost, because when you notice everything, you carry everything. And this creates a quiet tension. You see all the possibilities, all the outcomes, all the meanings behind things. But instead of clarity, you feel overwhelmed. Because here's the truth, not everything can be solved by thinking. Some things need to be felt, some need to be decided, and some need to be released. This is why therapy doesn't focus on stopping thoughts completely. Instead, it focuses on changing your relationship with them. One powerful technique comes from acceptance and commitment therapy. It's called cognitive diffusion. Instead of saying, "This is a problem I need to solve right now," you shift to, "My mind is creating a thought." That small shift creates distance. It reminds you, you are not your thoughts. You're just observing them. And over time, that distance gives your mind something it's been missing for a long time: rest. Because at its core, overthinking is not a weakness. It's a mind that learned to stay alert in a world that once felt uncertain. The goal isn't to shut that mind down. It's to teach it, slowly, gently, that it's safe now, that it doesn't have to keep scanning for danger, that it can finally let go, even just a little. And maybe that's the most important part of all of this. We all carry patterns shaped by experiences we didn't choose. Understanding them doesn't erase them, but it changes how much control they have over us. And sometimes, that understanding is where everything begins. If this video helped you understand your mind a little better, subscribe for more videos like this, and share this with someone who overthinks. They might need to hear this today.